What were those things?
Some sort of advanced defense AIs. Related to the Sentinels, I'm guessing, but it's hard to say without a closer look. Come on, let's figure out where that transit system dumped us. Put me in the console.
Where's Infinity?
This is Requiem's core, all right. But Infinity is definitely not here. That satellite in the center is amplifying the ship's broadcasts like a relay.
Maybe we can use it to respond.
Perhaps. Those beams coming off it are creating the interference we've been experiencing. We'd have to take them out to contact Infinity.
Can you get us there?
Opening a gate to the first beam pylon. Pull me, and let's go.
Hello and welcome back to more Halo 4, where in the last episode we played through the second mission of the campaign, which was Requiem, and today we're playing through mission 3, which is Forerunner, and just, oh man, Halo 4 is such a beautiful game. The Forerunner architecture and everything about this planet is phenomenal.
This is the first pylon?
Negative. This is as close as I could get us. Hope you don't mind hoofing it a little.
Don't mind at all. But yeah, so we're already, whereas in the last mission, oh wait.
Contacts!
I guess we'll talk a little bit more about this after the reveal of the Prometheans gets underway, right around this corner.
And they're back! Coming down the walls!
Yeah, so up until this point, we faced off against the Covenant and the Flood, but now we are facing off against an entirely new faction of enemies, the Forerunners. Okay, I guess we had the Sentinels before, but this, and they were technically of Forerunner in nature, but these are actually, Prometheans in regards to the Forerunners, so entirely new brand of enemies to face off against, and we'll have plenty to say about them as we go out, but basically what I was getting at before is, in the last mission we were on the surface of Requiem, but now we're actually inside the planet, which is really, really cool to think about. And now we get a moment that only happens if you're playing solo. If you're
Same things we saw in the terminus.
Similar cortical footprint as the tower AIs. They're connected, all right. Look out! Well, he's just a ray of sunshine, isn't he? From that peek under the hood, I'd say these constructs must be mimetic in nature.
Sadly, if you play this mission in co-op, you don't get to experience that moment.
Similar phasing activity at the edge of our sensors. We're about to get busy.
Because of course you can't have you can't have two knights jumping in on both players at the same time. So they made that's a solo specific encounter, or not an encounter, but it's a cinematic that only happens if you're playing the game on on solo. Anyway, so now in this area we have the three factions, or the three different types of enemies that the Forerunners or the Prometheans have. We have the Watchers, the Crawlers, and the Knights. The Watchers are guardian angels. They will protect the other enemies at all costs. They can throw back your grenades. Oh, hello. Hey, Crawler. How you doing today? And they will provide shields for living enemies, and they will revive dead enemies if you aren't fast enough. So, Crawlers are essentially the Promethean equivalent of the grunts from the Covenant, and he's teleported over to the left-hand side. Or okay, he's probably behind this rock? No, he's behind this. Okay, so my first instinct was correct. My first instinct was correct. I knew we had to teleport somewhere over to the left. I just wasn't exactly sure where. And we got the assassination. Awesome. Okay. The Crawlers are essentially the Promethean version of the grunts, in their cannon fodder nature.
I've discovered something interesting about our new friends. When the big ones explode, that momentary flash we're seeing is actually a data purge.
Can you tap into it?
So far, I've pulled multiple strings referring to the big ones as Promethean Knights. Beyond that, though, things get a bit dense.
It appears that the light rifle despawned, which is unfortunate, but we should be able to make the assault rifle magnum work for just long enough to get ourselves a light rifle. Hopefully. Anyway, and then the only difference between the grunts and Crawlers is that, of course, Crawlers can't throw grenades, but they can climb on walls, which is a very, very dangerous thing to go up against, because they can get really, really nice height advantages on you. And then the Knights, as I'm sure you've been able to discern, are essentially the equivalent of the elites in the Prometheans, especially with their shielding system, because they have shields, they have health, so use assault rifle to strip their shields, and then use the magnum to finish them off like this. The difference, of course, is that while the elites can't teleport away, the knights absolutely can. So, you may notice that the knight was teleporting around in that last encounter, and some people think that the knight's teleportation is entirely unpredictable, but it's actually not. Also, I got him with a pulse grenade. Nice. The knight's teleportation is entirely predictable. So if you pay close attention, you'll notice there's a little triangle that appears whenever the knights teleport away, and the direction that the tip of the triangle is facing is the direction that the knight teleported to. So from there, all you have to do, oh, light rifle. Okay, awesome. I didn't realize there was a light rifle here, but we have it now. There we go. That was close. Yeah. So if you pay attention to where the triangle is facing, then you will be able to figure out where the knight's going to, or you'll be able to figure out the general direction of where he's going to, and then from there it just takes a little bit of spatial awareness to determine, okay, well, based on this information, where would the knight have gone? So, it's a nice little mechanic. Okay, so, like, for instance, he just teleported there, and I know that he's probably going to teleport around that corner. Yep, exactly as I thought, because I knew that he had to go over to the, okay, we're out of, this is bad. This is bad. This is varying degrees of bad. We gotta get to cover quickly. Okay, he destroyed my auto sentry, but fortunately there should be some suppressors here that I can use to my advantage. Load up on ammo for this. Okay, I think this is about as much ammo as we're gonna get. Okay, so I knew that he had to teleport over to the right somewhere, and then I could clearly see that he wasn't out in the open. So then I knew based on that he had to be behind cover of some sort, and then I checked to see where the cover in the area was, and then based on that information, I determined where the knight was. So it's a nice. Oh, that's a pulse grenade. Okay. Also, a lot of people think the pulse grenade is useless. It is not. You have to actually treat it as what it is rather than what it isn't. Because I think a lot of people expected it to be, because the spike grenade in Halo 3 was essentially just a different version, like the Brute's version of the plasma grenade, with the exception of the fact that the spike grenade could also ricochet off surfaces. So a lot of people didn't really treat, so I think people might have expected the same thing out of the pulse grenade, at least in terms of how it's meant to be used. The problem is that you can't really do that because the pulse grenade doesn't stick to enemies like the plasma grenade does. So the way the pulse grenade works, and to be fair, I didn't even know this is how it worked because I never took the time to figure it out. But the way the pulse grenade works is that it's meant to be used as a stopping tool. So, like for instance, what I did is like for instance, if you want to prevent a knight from rushing you in a certain direction, then you can place a pulse grenade down to make sure they don't go in that specific direction. Or if there's a group of grunts rushing you and there's only one way that, like, if you're in a corner somewhere and there's only one way that the grunts can actually reach you, then you can throw a pulse grenade down in that area or down that hallway or wherever they can rush you from, to make sure either they don't rush you or they do rush you and they charge straight into the pulse grenade, and then they just walk into it and it kills them instantly. So it's like right there, I've just guaranteed that the knight isn't going to rush me down that direction until it goes away, and now I just have to watch him track and make sure he doesn't sneak up on me. And he's right over here. Okay, so the goal here is to get your light rifle. So, go for it. I was not close enough for a melee attack. Go for the assassination. Got him. Whew, that was close. That was very, very close. Okay. Also, that fight was entirely optional, but I like to fight all the encounters out, so I decided to come over here and take out the knights and the crawlers. Plus, it gave you some time to talk about how the pulse grenade works and everything. Also, a lot of people think the suppressor is useless. I think I've just demonstrated the suppressor is decidedly not useless. It's a very effective shield stripping tool against the knights. So, and it works great at crowd control. So it's definitely not useless, unlike some people would have you believe.
The relay interference is increasing. We must be getting close to the pylon.
I also really, really love the light rifle. It sounds really satisfying to use. Oh dear. Hello, friend. Goodbye. Okay. Now, this is when we're going to face off against our first knight battle wagon of the game. And the battle wagons carry scatter shots, which of course make them infinitely more dangerous than your standard knight, which either is going to have a suppressor or a light rifle. So we need to be very careful about him. I'm going to put an auto sentry down. Okay, he's all the way up there, so we don't have to worry about him for now because he's really far away. But I do kind of want to take out his watcher now to make sure that watcher isn't going to be a problem for us later. Okay, went to go hide. I'm going to wait for... I guess we'll ignore him for now. I think... Did he just... Wow. That was remarkably intelligent, actually. The knight threw a pulse grenade at me to destroy my... Because that's what I was talking about earlier, is that, Oh, God, he teleported up here. Okay. Not part of the plan. Come on, explode near him. That did not explode near him. That did not, but that one did. But that one did. Whoa, man! That's what I'm talking about. The pulse grenade, like, it's not a thing where it sticks to an enemy, and then it takes them out. It's a thing where if you're within its blast radius, when it goes off, it will kill you instantly. So you have to make sure that they either walk into it or they are within its blast radius when it goes off. So, wow, that was awesome to see happen. So yeah, that was cool. Anyway, so as what I was referring to earlier, the scatter shot obviously is much more dangerous against you because it's a shotgun, so it definitely deserves a bit more attention than the standard knights with light rifles and suppressors do.
What's that distortion?
That's me. Something about moving through those portals is increasing the load on my systems.
Are you gonna be all right?
Don't worry. I've held off rampancy this long, haven't I?
The thing is, none of the Promethean weapons are particularly useless. The only weapon that I would say is like a last resort would be the bolt shot, just because like there's no reason for you to use.
We won't be able to contact Infinity if we don't get to that pylon and take it down.
There's no reason to use the bolt shot as opposed to the light rifle because they both function the same way. The only difference between the bolt shot, I'll show this off right now. The only difference between the bolt shot and the light rifle is that the bolt shot does have an overcharge shot. Problem is that said overcharge shot, while it makes multiplayer completely broken, it's completely useless in campaign. And
that's the target, but it looks like the entrance is shielded. Let's figure out how to take it down.
Multiplayer, this is not. Halo 4's multiplayer is absolute garbage, and I don't think I need to explain why. It's not good. But Halo 4's multiplayer is not, or sorry, Halo 4's campaign is not its multiplayer. So, like a lot of people, I guess if you only care about a multiplayer game, then yeah, Halo 4 is kind of not what you're looking for. But the campaign is phenomenal. So, yeah, Halo 4 as a whole is definitely very, very strong. But specifically in regards to how mechanics and weapons are balanced out. Oh, don't you run away from me. Don't you try to run away from me. That's what you get for trying to run away from me. Okay. And that's what I get for trying to be so aggressive. I probably should have, if I hadn't left cover, I would have been fine there, but the problem is that the knight knocked me out of cover, and then the surrounding crawlers was just killed me instantly, so that was, not quite part of the plan, but that's how things went down. Okay, so let's take out the Watcher again. Make sure it doesn't do any damage to us. I might try to go for the Knight earlier than I did last time. Also, and then we'll use these rocks as cover, and we'll start to take out. I'll throw a pulse grenade down there to hopefully keep some of the crawlers away from me. Also, my aim is not good. Okay, pulse grenade you. Keep them back. That's either gonna kill them or it's gonna spread them out. Either way, it works out well for me. I don't think it killed anything, but it did at least split them apart just a little bit. Okay, they're coming around the corner again. I'm out of grenades. I think I wasted one of my pulse grenades. When I really should have saved it for right now, but it's fine because I got them both. Okay, now I think I'm good to go in for the Knight. This time we gotta not, I mean, I can still be aggressive, I just can't. Okay, this is good. This is good, because he's gonna teleport behind the structure over here. Yep, just like that. See? It's entirely predictable.
Power cores. Take it out.
So long as you pay attention to where that triangle is pointing, you can 100% guarantee to know where the Knight's gonna teleport to.
More cores on our level. Hit them before you climb all the way up.
Alright, now we're gonna sit back here for a second, and take out all the remaining grunts. I just said grunts. Krulls are gonna try to rush our position, and good on ammo for both the scatter shot and the light rifle. Alright, I think we're good to move on to the next one. And this Knight, I believe, I don't know for sure if this Knight is a scatter shot or not, so just to be safe, I forgot about that. I probably should have. Okay, well, at least now we know he doesn't have a scatter shot because I can hear the sound of the light rifle going up. Let's cut off that escape route so we can try to force him to come around this corner right here. Just like this. There we go. And we got him. Now that should bait the Watcher over to us. Or maybe it won't. That should have baited the Watcher. Yep, he's right there. Okay, so he's right there. And we can shotgun him down. Just like that. Okay. Whew, wow. That was close. Bit closer than it probably should have been. Yeah, but I completely forgot that the Watchers can, even though I said it in this video, I don't know why I thought that the Watcher wasn't going to throw back my grenade directly at me. That was sloppy. That was really sloppy. But I made up for it in the end by baiting the Watcher over to us, because usually the Watchers want to revive the Knights, revive any enemies that fall. They want to revive them. So I took out the Knight while he was isolated, and then based on that I was able to lure the Watcher over to revive him. But the Watcher was one step ahead of me, because he didn't go straight for the Knight. He took a little bit of a roundabout route to make sure, or to try to trick me up, and it almost worked. But in the end, I still emerged victorious. Okay, so I'm going to place an auto sentry right here, and then we'll fall back a little bit and wait for any... Okay, that's nice pulse grenade, buddy. Oh, the auto sentry got him. Nice. Okay, so the auto sentry is going to distract the Knight for me, so I will run the right-hand side. Pulse grenade there to hopefully push you over to the right. Push you over to the right a little bit. For a second, I thought that he was going to jump into the pulse grenade, and that was going to be awesome. But he didn't. But it's fine, because we still pushed him back a little bit. And, okay, shoot him through the hole, Got him! We shot him through the hole! We shot him through the tiny hole in the architecture. And I heard that jump. Maybe I didn't. I thought I heard a crawler jumping over the wall. But I was clearly incorrect. Okay. Can I aim for the head, please? There we go. I got you. And okay, fine. I'm shotgunning you. No, I'm not, apparently, because we're running low on ammo. Okay, just hold still. Thank you. You might think that was a waste, but there's more scatter shot ammo. No, there isn't. I lied.
That's all the cores. Head for the top of the pylon.
Perhaps using the scatter shot against the crawler was not the best idea in the world. I thought we were going to be able to replenish our ammo, but evidently I was incorrect on that. Hopefully my auto sentry did so. That was kind of an on-the-fly thing. Also, my mic disconnected. I have no idea how long it's been disconnected for. I really hope not long, because otherwise I'm going to be very, very mad when I get into editing and find that I lost all that. But, so basically, we took all those guys out very, very easily. That was really awesome. Really on-the-fly thinking with grabbing the suppressor. Unfortunately, taking out this upcoming Knight without a scatter shot for myself is going to be a little tricky. So we'll have to see how this goes. Let's throw a pulse grenade there to try to lure you over in this direction, just like that. Okay, and then go in with the suppressor. Okay, he's teleporting away. And he's gonna teleport. I didn't see what I thought I saw him go over to the left-hand side. Wow, that was easier than I thought it was gonna be.
Look at this. That's Requiem. They're not inside at all. They're moving into orbit.
So, I thought that was gonna be harder than it was, but I was pretty sure I saw the triangle move to the left, or point to the left, but I wasn't 100% sure, but I had to take a chance based on that, and then I was able to figure out roughly where he teleported to, so that was a close call. Anyway, let's head up to the top.
Did he say forward unto dawn?
They must have intercepted our distress beacon.
The beacon was pulled into Requiem with us. If they try to follow it,
They'll get caught in the gravity well. I'll keep trying to warn them. You just get that beam down. That's the beam control. It's working. The signal from the relay is starting to clear up.
Detected a UNSC beacon coming from somewhere inside the planet.
they haven't hit the gravity well yet.
There's still too much interference to warn them. We've got to disable that other beam before they're pulled in like we were.
Oh yeah, by the way, another mission where they provide a specific armor ability for you to use.
I was wondering why Infinity hadn't encountered the Covenant yet.
What are they doing here?
They're heading to the second pylon as well.
That can't be a coincidence.
Sounds like the Prometheans don't want the Covenant here either. The BattleNet's already lighting up with reports of resistance all around the pylon.
And now it's time for one of the best things to ever be included in a Halo game to return. And that, my friends, is three-way battles. Because yes, we have the Covenant, we have the Prometheans, and now we get to watch them face off against each other. I'm banking on the Covenant. I think the Covenant are gonna win this battle, or maybe not. I'm still holding strong for the Covenant. But it depends on if this elite gets killed. If the elite gets killed, then maybe not. But the elite's holding strong. The elite's being smart. He's taking cover, letting his shields regenerate. Well, that elite just went down. Okay. Oh nope, they might still win. Oh, they did actually. Wow. Even with half of their elite force taken out, the Covenant still won that battle. Awesome. Okay. And the reason I want the Covenant to win is because I want to pick up their weapons, so it makes that easier for me. Now I actually don't want the Covenant to win this next battle. I want the Prometheans to win, so I'm gonna try to tip the scales in their favor. I'm gonna try to place a pulse grenade. I'll take out the Grunt first. Hopefully that'll get the attention of the elite. It did not. Okay, that actually makes my job easier because I can do a pulse grenade there. If that doesn't kill you, then I'll have my Needler ready over here to finish you off. Just like that. Got them both. Awesome. Okay, let's go in for the Knight. Yeah, I probably should have. I thought maybe the Needler would be able to kill the Knight fast enough. Oh God. Okay, back. Well, that worked. That worked out well. No. Stay back, Watcher. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about reviving him. I got a scatter shot now. Don't even think about reviving this Knight. Wow. Okay, that worked out really well. The Knight got aggressive and teleported to me right as I threw a pulse grenade down. So that was just bad luck on his part. He made a good call with the information he had available to him. He had no idea that I was ready to throw a pulse grenade down, so that worked out really well. And then from there, all I had to do was just make sure the Watchers got nowhere near me, so that they wouldn't revive the Knight, which they didn't. I successfully managed to defend the Knight from the Watchers, so that it wouldn't get revived. Okay, now don't have any grenades, which is unfortunate. But we should still be able to make this work. I have full confidence in our abilities to make this work without any grenades. So we managed to take him out first try. If we were unsuccessful in clearing out that Knight, then things would have gotten a lot harder because we would have had to deal with him in addition to all these Watchers and that turret up there. So I'm glad we took him out now before things got out of hand. By the way, I didn't want to make it sound like at the end of the last episode, or at the beginning of the last episode, I didn't want to make it sound like that I was saying that because we were all by ourselves, that was inherently a bad thing, because some of the best parts of Halo 3 ODST are when you are just by yourself in Mombasa streets, roaming the streets. And also just many missions in Common Evolved where you're just by yourself, soaking in the atmosphere of the Halo ring. So, I didn't want to make it sound like that because you're by yourself, that inherently means that, the point I was trying to make was just simply that they probably should not have given us a Warthog because we were by ourselves, like because it was just us exploring the planet. Because so the decision to have us be by ourselves for these first couple missions is absolutely the correct decision, because it's all about exploring the wonder of the planet Requiem, and like feeling like you're all isolated in a completely new world, facing off against a completely new faction of enemies. So that decision is great. The problem is that you have to design encounters to complement the fact that you're by yourself. So, for instance, two betrayals, assault and control room. For a lot of that mission, you're by yourself. So they give you scorpions, and when you have marines, they give you a warthog, and then while you're by yourself, you have a scorpion, and you have ghosts and banshees, which are all vehicles that are best that you can use by yourself, right? But unfortunately, the last mission didn't do that. It just gave us a warthog with no one to man the gunner. Whereas this mission gave us a ghost, so we can fire and so we can shoot and drive at the same time.
Relay's signal is breaking up again. We're almost to the beat.
Just one more group of enemies to get through. The only thing I'm worried about here is those jackals with their plasma pistols, because they can disable our ghost. But I think most of the jackals are already taken out. Also that grunt over there. And we are clear to go. Alright, let's head inside.
They found the opening. We better get up to that relay and fast.
Just wanted to restock my ammo. Also, I'm going to flip this ghost over because I have a very strong feeling that we're probably going to need it later. So we'll just leave it there for when we come back. Now, this section is unfortunately kind of trash. Because if that elite gets in that Banshee, yeah, it's a reverse checkpoint. If that elite gets in that Banshee, we're pretty much screwed. We are just hands down screwed. Because there's nothing you can do. You can't shoot down the Banshee with the ghost. That's another reverse checkpoint. You can't shoot down the Banshee with the ghost because the ghost can't look up. The ghost can't look up high enough to shoot the Banshee from out there. Enemy ghosts can. Like if you're in a Banshee, if you're the one in the Banshee, then and there are enemies in a ghost, the enemy ghost will absolutely shoot you down in an instant. The problem is that the same does not reply in the reverse. So the only way, like if I were out there right now with the Banshee directly above me, I would not be able to shoot it down. The only way that you can shoot down the Banshee in a ghost is by sitting back in the doorway. Because like this is as far as I can look up. I'm max force pulling up on the right stick, and that's as high as I can look up with the ghost. So the only way for you to also, I'm just gonna destroy this because I don't want that to accidentally explode on me one day. Also, this is not the correct ammo cache. I need to go a little bit further back. But so like when you're just directly below the Banshee, you can't aim high enough to shoot it. So that you have to sit in that doorway and trick the Banshee into coming to you to take it out in the ghost. But like I said, the enemy ghosts are not programmed that way. If you are in a Banshee and you're directly above one of the ghost will still be able to shoot you. So that's kind of trash. So unfortunately, that's the only way you're going to be able to get to this section is by doing what I just did. Speaking of which, are there any enemy ghosts still alive? Probably. Let's try to see if I can lure them out with some shots from the light rifle. None of the ghosts are coming out to play. There's usually a couple ghosts in this section, so I'm probably going to get killed here. Take it slow. Really, no ghosts, huh? Well, that's certainly a little strange. Usually there's at least one ghost in this section that we got to worry about, but apparently that was not the case this time. Alright, no complaints. Makes my life easier. Let's take this guy out like so.
Power core down. Shield's weak, but still online.
Aha, there's the ghost. Right, let's see if we can hijack it.
Power cores and we can access the pylon.
Alright, ghost successfully acquired. Now we hope the Banshee doesn't spot us. I don't think the Banshee spotted us yet, so we're going to take advantage of it. While the Banshee doesn't know we're here, we're going to head over here and take out as many of these enemies as we possibly can. Oh, yep, come to me, Ghost. Come on, come to me. Come down to me. Yeah, that's right. Follow me. Follow me down the ramp, Ghost. Or not. Okay, fine. You can sit there also. I was hoping to get him to follow me down here so that we'd be able to engage him up close and personal. Okay, that shouldn't have worked. That shouldn't have worked. I probably should have been stuck or stunned there.
Good job, Chief.
Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. Okay, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That was not part of the plan. Leaving. Okay. Admittedly, that one wasn't in the playbooks. That one was not in the playbooks. I did not expect the elite to jump in my ghost when I left it behind. That was, not part of the plan. But it happened. Okay, so where did the elite take my ghost? Alright, we're gonna have to do something risky. I'm gonna have to get in the Banshee. I didn't want to do this because, like I said, facing off against enemy ghost while that Banshee's still in the air is not a good idea. But I need to, I need some kind of vehicle. I can't do this without oh, okay, well, I mean, if you're over here. Alright, that should be the last of the enemy vehicles. Now we're just going to find the elite elites right there. And blast them out of the way. Okay, now we can leave the Banshee here for now. Take out this power core.
That'll do it. Shield should be down. Get up to that beam.
And that's the last of the dangerous part. Okay, so all things considered, that could have gone a lot better. That could have gone a lot better. But I think we still fared pretty well given the circumstances. So now we just got to clear out the elites at the top of the structure, which should be easy with a scatter shot, light rifle, plasma grenade, and pulse grenades, and an auto sentry. You're over there somewhere. I got a plasma grenade ready for wherever you pop up. Oh, you're really playing a dodgy game tonight. Okay, I missed that horrendously. I don't know how, but I did. And hello, I shouldn't have reloaded when I did, but it's fine. We're good. We're good. We live to fight another day. Okay. Whew. Oh, there's still another one. All right. Well, that's fine, because you missed your grenade stick horrendously, even though I was right there. Yeah, so that's the one thing you might notice, that the elites are a little bit less dynamic than they were in previous games, but the knights are, and I'm pretty sure that's because they wanted the elites to look less intelligent than the knights, to make the knights seem better than they actually are. Which, by the way, not to say the knights are bad.
Reading a fake IFF tag near the planetary core. Do you read?
The planet's core? They know we're here. Infinity, this is UNSC AI Cortana. Do not approach Forerunner planet. Repeat, do not approach...
UNSC asset. Board unto dawn. We read you, but you're breaking up. Help. Increase speed by 27. Get us in there.
Negative, Infinity. Do not enter the planet.
If you can hear us, keep transmitting.
No! Chief, you've got to get that beam down now.
The Knight's AI is still really smart. It's just that the elite AI has clearly been downgraded, and I'm pretty sure they did that because it's like, well, they wanted to make the Knight AI shine brighter. Like, they really want them to stand out in the game and make them seem super smart, so they dumbed down the elites in comparison, which is kind of annoying.
Come in, Infinity. The interference is gone, but your suit's transmitter's not strong enough.
Move us up to the relay satellite.
Already done. Go. Once we're on the satellite, there's bound to be a central control point.
The Covenant are moving towards the relay too.
This doesn't make any sense. Why would they care about a broadcast relay?
I'll handle them. You just find us that control node. How soon till Infinity hits the gravity well?
A minute or two max. The Covenant are making a push for something on the far side of the satellite.
Well, I failed catastrophically to shoot that jackal in the head, but it's fine. Anyway, so, we have a choice here. We can go to the left or we can go to the right. And, hello. See you later. I think I went to the left in Project Living Legends, so we're going to go to the right. So I don't actually know, though. I know it doesn't really matter. They're the routes are pretty much the same either way. There's no real reason to choose one side over the other, because they're pretty much exactly the same. Oh, hello, Phantom. You're coming in to join the party. Go for the stick. I did not stick him. I didn't even kill the grunt. Okay. That could have gone better. He's rushing me. He's rushing me. Oh, I thought there was going to be elite rushing me up here. Not a random jackal. I could have sworn. I saw something moving really fast on my motion tracker, and I thought it was going to be elite rushing me. But clearly it was not. It was a jackal that just wanted to... Oh, that's a Furod gun. That's an elite with a Furod gun, in fact. Okay. Auto sentry there to hopefully, excuse me, drain the shield of the elite a little bit. I'm going to drop down here, get a little bit close and personal. Alright, it's distracted. Oh, well, not anymore. It's not. Let's try to push it back with the pulse grenade. Or push it closer. That works too. Okay. So, I either wanted to push him away with the pulse grenade so I could have more room to wiggle, or push him closer to me so I could use the scatter shot more effectively. Either one would have worked out perfectly fine for me, and okay. Let's take a chill pill for a second. Okay. That was really close. Still an elite alive somewhere. There's still one elite alive. It's all the way over there. Okay, so we're just gonna unload the Furod gun into him. We're gonna head over to him, and we're going to unload this Furod gun just like that. Okay. Well, this episode has been a lot of really close calls. Like, dangerously close calls. So, I mean, we're fine, but that certainly could be going a lot better. Alright, let's reload on light rifle ammo. Definitely could use some of the refill, or to substitute out for the scatter shot, though. You know, let's go for suppressor. Just because I have more ammo for it than the scatter shot, so I don't want to run the risk of running out of ammo in the middle of the battlefield. Alright, so priority 1 is to get to the top of that tower. Okay. Well, so much for the element of surprise. I was hoping I'd have a little bit of an element of surprise in attacking this tower, but I saw the opportunity to go for the Furod Elite, and I had to take it. So I abandoned the element of surprise in favor of taking out the bigger threat in the area first. While his shields were down, he was vulnerable. So I think I made the correct call. Although my aim was trash, so I just completely wasted a shot at taking out this elite. Oh, never mind. We got him anyway. Okay. So, is he getting aggressive? I can't tell. He is not. I thought he was, but it turns out he isn't. Okay. Drain your shield and finish him off with a headshot. Perfect. Okay. Is that all the elites? If that's all the elites, that's great for us. I hope that's all the elites. I see a grunt over there. 2 grunts, in fact. One of whom, sorry, is now dead. Okay, that's a lot of plasma pistols. That's a lot of plasma pistols I gotta worry about. And you, I have a perfect shot at taking out you. Good. And also, I said also... Okay, I can't. My aim is not good today. Like today, in this episode, I have just been aiming trash. My aim is absolute garbage today. So, yeah, the things could be going better in the aiming department. All right, let's grab this needler, because this might be all I have to work with for the. We only have one more.
You need to hear this.
We're detecting a slight gravimetric disturbance near the planetary entrance. Suggest altering approach vector 43K-750K-12K.
They're not diverting from the opening. Hurry, Chief.
Stuck him. And finish him off with... Okay, he's going to teleport to the middle there. Yep, he's going to teleport there. Finish him off with the light rifle. Oh, that works. That works. Very well, actually. Okay. Yeah, he teleported to the middle as I suspected. Try to stick him. That was a bad grenade. That was a horrendous grenade. But this elite's all by himself. So no complaints there. And this elite is also by himself. He missed the melee. He didn't miss that one, though. But it's fine because I finished him off. Okay, good. Now it's time. Now we gotta hide. We gotta hide back here. Let ourselves reload. And then we'll go in and finish everything that survives. Okay, it's just this guy, right? It's just this guy. Go for the assassination. Perfect. I don't know what he's shooting at, but it's fine. Oh, there's still a knight alive. There's still a knight alive. Stick him. I stuck him and teleported away. He's gonna teleport up here. Stick him again. And finish him off with the scatter shot blast. And he's gonna teleport down. One more. Man, you just will not stop teleporting. He is running scared. He is running real scared. Oh.
We don't have time.
That was close. That was a really sloppy run of Forerunner. I mean, we didn't die a whole lot, but still a really sloppy run. But you know what? That was fun. Oh, that was close.
Infinity, this is Sierra 117 of the UNSC forward unto dawn. Do you copy? Infinity, do you read?
Chief? Chief, let go of the contacts.
Find us an exit.
Don't wait around on my account.
So fades the great harvest of my betrayal. Even these beasts recognize what you were oblivious to, human. Your nobility has blinded you, as ever. The librarian left little to chance, didn't she? Turning my own guardians, my own world, against me. But what hubris to believe she could protect her pets from me forever. If you haven't mastered even these primitives, then man has not attained the mantle. Your ascendance may yet be prevented. Time was your ally, human. But now it has abandoned you.
Forerunners have returned. This tomb is now yours.
Slip space rupture! Chief, move! Chief, please. We've got to go. That didact, he manipulated Infinity's signal to get us to release him. Get up!
What's happening?
Moving the satellite. Destabilize the core. The didact's leaving. We've got to find a portal out of here before the whole network collapses. Grab one of those ghosts. Hang on. I'm going to channel energy from your shields to overdrive the ghost.
So remember earlier when I was talking about how there was something that was going to happen later in the game that would essentially render three-way battles obsolete to where we wouldn't have them anymore? Well, that thing just happened, and it's the fact that the Didact has now taken both the Prometheans and the Covenant under his wings. So unfortunately, this is the only mission in the game where you get to face off against both the Covenant and the Prometheans in epic three-way battles. So hopefully you enjoyed it while it lasts, because it's not going to happen again for the rest of the game, which is unfortunate, because they really could have had a lot of really interesting opportunities with three-way battles, but sadly they are restricted. They are relegated only to this mission. But you know, fun while they lost it. And I will say this last section, not quite. It's not exactly a Warthog Run status level escape sequence right here.
Cortana, we need to get up there.
It's not like I can get out and push.
This section's more of a nuisance than anything, with the insane amount of visual effects on the ghosts and the shaking. And it's obviously harder to control the ghost while you're boosting. Just, you know, it's not exactly Warthog Run status levels of awesomeness. Like in my head, the climax of this mission is the battle against that last group of elites and knights. This is just kind of something that you gotta get through to get to the next mission. But I don't know, it's kind of enjoyable, but it's just the constant shaking around with everything falling apart around you. And the awkwardness of controlling the ghost while boosting is kind of annoying, but overall, it's fairly enjoyable, I guess. But either way, that's the end of the mission.
Whoa, cowboy! Chief, there!
Mayday! This is the captain of the UNSC Infinity. Unknown entity has seized control of our ship. We're without power. We're on a collision course with an unidentified Forerunner planet.
Track its descent.
Marking. Impact predicted 77.8 kilometers due north. You know where he's heading.
Same place we are.